guys, so today I got a question from a subscriber saying, how do you curb sugar cravings? And I'm going to be honest, I do not know all the answers about this, but I will try my best to kind of explain it very shortly and very sweetly. Get it, sweet sugar? But I'm going to try to explain kind of the things I know and a couple, like 3 tips that I know to kind of help eat something instead of sugar. There are ways without eating to curb sugar cravings, but I personally, if I'm hungry and I want sugar, if I don't eat the sugar, then I want to eat something else because I'm hungry, you know what I mean? So I'm going to tell you a couple different things that you can do and just kind of my tips and opinions. First off, what causes a sugar craving? We have blood sugar levels. I'm sure that you've heard of them. People with diabetes need to really watch out for those. Now, what happens is that when we eat a meal, our blood sugar goes up. That means there's more sugar in our blood. Whether it's, like if we eat a cake, our blood sugar goes up really, really high because cake is full of sugar. It's full of sugar. Now, if we eat chicken, our blood sugar will still go up, but it'll go up much slower. That means that the body is taking that chicken and vegetables and turning that into glucose. Glucose is what our body uses. It's a sugar. So our blood sugar still rises, but not nearly as bad as cake, because cake is like pure glucose, pure sugar. It just goes whoop right into our body. Now, these other foods are a little bit slower, but they're still turned into energy for us, which is glucose, over time. Now, sugar cravings are caused when we're at a normal level and we don't eat anything for a long period of time. We're getting really hungry. This is a dip in blood sugar. Now, when the body says our blood sugar is going to be here, oh my God, it's so low. When it realizes it's too low, it says, time for you to get hungry, and you're going to want something really sweet, high in glucose, high in energy, to bring that from down here to normal. Now, unfortunately, when we get this far down here, we're going to want the cake. So we're not just going to go here, we're going to go way up here and have a sugar party, right? Of course, that's bad because eating sugar causes insulin levels to go up. This spike is directly related to insulin, and insulin is a fat-storing hormone. So we don't want to eat that sugar. So what's going to happen is that when we get this hungry dip, that is going to cause us to want something really sugary and go back up here. If you're down here already, you're going to need to eat something. I recommend fruits because they're still sugary, but they're better than cake. Their sugar is still sugar no matter where you get it from, but sugar in a pineapple has a little bit of antioxidants. It's better than a freaking donut, okay? Okay, a freaking donut. So, to avoid sugar cravings, we have to avoid dipping our blood sugar down here. How are we going to do that? Some of the best ways that I've noticed are to keep kind of like a steady diet of snacking. Snack all day on proteins. Now what that means is that if we eat some almonds about here in the day, we're going to be pretty level. We're going to fluctuate slightly, but we're not going to go way down here or way up here because the almonds are a great source of protein and fat. Eat some nuts, eat some chicken, eat some celery and peanut butter, right? All of these little snacks throughout the day, because here's breakfast, and then we dip, here's lunch, and then we dip, and here's dinner. It goes breakfast, high spike, low spike, lunch, high spike, low spike, dinner, right? We don't want to have these big spikes. We want it to be even throughout the whole day. That's why 5 meals is better than 3. Because instead of having 3 that make us go like this and get really, really hungry and crave stuff, we'll have a couple little things like this, but we're pretty well maintained. Snacking on high protein foods will do that. Another way to stop a sugar craving is that if you know that you're kind of like right here and you don't want to go down here, eat some sort of carb. Now, vegetables are carbs. Whole grain bread is a good carb, but avoid white breads and sugars. Reason why is because all foods are going to eventually be turned into sugars, energy for our body. Now, carbs are easier turned into sugar than proteins and fats. Sugar is the easiest. Sugar is already sugar. But when we eat carbs, the body will slowly turn that into sugars, which is faster than proteins or fats. So, if you feel like you're going to go down here and, you're starting to get hungry, you want to eat some sort of whole grain or vegetable healthy carb. Reason why is because it won't make you shoot up like sugar, but it will bring you back up to this level with some good healthy nutrients. Again, it's about balancing that blood sugar level. The third tip that I have are a couple of supplements that you can take every day. And this is actually something that my teacher in aesthetics school taught me, and I wanted to kind of pass it on to you. First off, Ashwagandha. Hoodia is a natural herb. None of these have been regulated by the FDA, and you may have medical conditions that you shouldn't be eating these with because they have side effects, but Ashwagandha is sold at Costco, and it says that it's a weight loss herb. Reason why is because it's supposed to steady out that blood sugar and keep you fuller longer. Ashwagandha is supposed to suppress the need for sugar. Something that my teacher told me in aesthetics school is acidophilus. Acidophilus is a probiotic. Probiotics are found in yogurt, but acidophilus is one that is great for acne, great for, helping your insides because probiotics are great for your intestines. Acidophilus is one of those. But in addition, acidophilus helps to curb the need for sugar. So even if you're down here, you're not going to want it as bad as you normally would if you weren't taking these acidophilus supplements. So those are 3 or 4 or 5 different things that you can eat if you feel like you're going to get a sugar craving, or ways to prevent a sugar craving, because preventing a sugar craving is much better than trying to last minute get rid of it, you know what I mean? And we'll probably have a video in the future on non-eating things that you can do to prevent a sugar craving. And if you guys know of any other foods or any other tips and tricks to prevent craving sugar, be sure to leave them in the comments below because I think it'll help a lot of people. So I love you guys so much. I hope that this helps you. Remember to keep your blood sugar level. Don't have a freaking bowl of cereal with skim milk. Full fat milk will make you less hungry than skim milk. Skim milk will make you a higher glycemic index because there's more sugar in skim milk. So the full fat milk, if you have a good diet, will probably make you weigh less just because it has the fat, which will slow down that thing. So skim milk will make you go way up here. Full fat milk will still go up, but not nearly as fast as skim milk, So it's a big, long, confusing story, but don't eat cereal and milk for breakfast because that just goes, woo! You should have an omelet for breakfast because an omelet will keep you right on here, full of proteins and good, healthy fats and veggies. So, or even cheese if you're not dairy-free for acne. So, or for cancers, because I've heard it's not scientifically proven, but there is some speculation that dairy might be related to women or men breast cancer. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you learned something. Be sure to let me know in the comments what you know. I hope I wasn't talking too fast. And I hope that I'm not too blue today. Love you guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye.